Hello, it's Coffee Talk Tuesday. My name is Linda Richmond. Just kidding. I don't have my cool voice this week. I'm back to health and myself, having my coffee on my front porch. It's beautiful. Gorgeous fall weather. I love the fall. It's my favorite season. But anyway, this week I've been struck as I have been preparing to plant all the bulbs that are going to be around my house. I think I have like 60 bulbs to plant or something like that. Anyway, I've been thinking about planting them right now, and I love how God speaks to me through his creation. I'm learning a lot about that's how he wired me. And so when I was thinking about planting these, and I need to do them this week before the ground gets cold too hard, I was thinking about waiting and having to wait because I bought a bunch of like tulips and irises and something else, but they're all in this bag mixed together, so I don't even know what bulbs I'm planting. I'm kind of a novice, but I have to wait to see, like, these bulbs are just going to come up in the spring and they're going to be beautiful and a surprise, but I have to wait. And I was thinking about that, like what is in the waiting, and how this bulb is just a small representation to me of what it's like to have to wait for something that you really want. When we hit winter here in Indiana, we really want spring, and tulips and spring flowers and bulbs that come out of the ground are such a sign of a new season. And, there's waiting, there's cold and there's darkness in the waiting in the winter here. But while I'm waiting for these cool bulbs to spring up, they're not dormant, just sitting there. And there's something going on in the waiting. They're growing roots, and they're getting strong, and they're getting ready to be who they really are, not a bulb, but a flower. Am I getting too deep and cheesy with this? But they are being cultivated into what they really are supposed to be. And I've alluded to it on Facebook, but my family went through I went through a really bad health crisis last year, and went through a really awful time of waiting for the right people to help and the right doctors and the right medication to work. And once they did, I was able to step back into who I really am. But I had to wait, and my husband had to wait, my kids had to wait, my family had to wait. But while there was the waiting, there was some spiritual strength that was being cultivated. And there was a closeness in my family that was being cultivated. There was an authenticity in my relationships and in my friendships that was being cultivated. And so, although I hated the waiting, and it was the worst year of our lives, it was, and my faith was rocked, there are deeper roots, and there's a deeper root in the foundation of so many things in our lives right now that wouldn't have been there. And I know there are some friends of mine that have gone through some really hard things, and family, really hard things in the last few years, and I imagine they would say something similar, that there's a deepness that wasn't there before. I don't know if you can hear me because the breeze and the leaves and everything is so pretty out here. But there's something to be said for the waiting. Like, not totally deep. Right now I'm waiting to buy a new chair for my office. And I could put it on my credit card and go out and buy it. But I don't have the cash right now to spend on that, and so I'm not going to do that. So I need to wait. But I'm not waiting dormant. I'm working in the waiting. And then I'm putting away a little bit of money here and there, and teaching swim lessons, and working as a health coach, and helping people get healthy, and waiting until I have the money to go and just pay cash. That's great. And I'm just waiting patiently and looking, at it as a chance to grow, instead of grumbling the fact that I don't have my chair yet. So I guess the question for today, for Coffee Talk Tuesday, is, what is this bulb representing that you're planting and you're waiting, but you're not dormant? What roots are being dug in deep that are just going to give you the foundation you need. Where are you going to grow? You know, I think about these guys, they have to pop out of a cold ground with their delicate leaves, but they are becoming what they're supposed to be, what God created them to be. Not a bulb, but a flower. Beauty, a thing of beauty. So anyway, that is my thought. What are you waiting on? But more importantly, what is being cultivated within you while you wait? Are you dormantly waiting, or are you looking for how you're growing and the roots that you're putting down deep? All right, I see Jenny is watching. Hi, Jenny. That's it. That's Coffee Talk Tuesday. If you have an idea of what I need to be learning about, send it my way. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great week. Oh, I said this was be still and know. Sometimes our waiting, and God's what wants us to be still. But a lot of times he wants us to be looking for what he's teaching us. All right. See ya.